My message for you today is entitled Apprehend What Has Already Appeared. Apprehend what has already appeared. Titus chapter 2 verse 11 says, "For the grace of God that brings salvation has appeared to all men." Now that word apprehend is katalabamo in Greek, and it means to lay hold of as to make one's own, to seize upon and take possession of. Then the word appear is epiphanio in Greek. Epi means upon, phanio means to cause to shine. It is to bring or give light, to become visible and clearly known, or to show oneself. And think about how the God kind of salvation, it cannot be seized unless it is first seen. It has appeared to all of humankind according to the scripture, but it has only been apprehended by a few. This is because of the proliferation and the domination of man-made religion and denominationalism that has blinded the majority of humankind to what I call salvation substitutes. Whether it be confessing of sin publicly, whether it be altar calls or praying a sinner's prayer, making a decision for Christ, even though the decision has already been made, joining a congregational fellowship, dress codes, as well as other religious trappings that have hindered humankind from apprehending divine salvation that has already appeared. The text says that the grace of God is the responsible transportation. It is the divine vehicle that made salvation deliverable. And grace is simply the inexhaustible supply of the goodness of God that's manifested in every part and parcel of our lives. Now, you have to understand, as mankind, we were pre-approved for grace before we ever entered into the world. We were favorably accepted prior to receiving this gift of grace. And let me say it like this: grace and salvation is the same. Grace is simply God's gift on the inside of us. Salvation is discovering the gift that's inside of us, and it is through Jesus our Christ. And Jesus brought himself as a gift to all of mankind as a personification of what God is like in human flesh through his love, compassion, forgiveness, mercy, and grace. In closing, salvation is the deliverance from the molestation of enemies, and we are brought into the divine protective custody of God the Father. Now, the root word for salvation is the word salve. And salve is a medicinal ointment designed to treat cuts, bruises, and sores. Man's religion has only produced cuts, bruises, and sores in the hearts and in the minds of humankind. And we need divine salvation. We need that medicinal ointment to provide us the necessary treatment in our union with God through Christ. The verse speaks in past tense that this grace has appeared to all men, but many times it has been missed or it has been unrecognizable to those who are recipients and proponents of human religion. May we press the delete button for 2025 on all we have known and believed, and simply apprehend Christ for who he is in us, by us, for us, with us, and as us. And when that happens, we will begin to fulfill our divine and human potential, not only for the approaching year, but also for many years ahead. Give that Christ light in you the permission to shine that will enable you to be, to do, and to have. Peace.